knows that like I could have written a lot fucking worse. Like literally, that is just the tip, and we didn't take it balls deep. We didn't even take it to the neck. So I think ultimately he read it and it was like, I'll leave well enough. Because just think about this: as much as I talk, and as many podcasts as I do, as many Q&As as I do, and all the talking that I do, there are some cases where you're only hearing this much of the story, man. I gotta save shit for later on down the road and whatnot. I have to be talking until I put me in the grave, and then I'm holding on all the good shit, like right before I die, like Affleck and Damon were gay. I don't share all the details. Like, there's a wonderful fucking Harvey Weinstein story that I've been sitting on for shit probably 6 years now, and it's still not time. No way. But you'll hear it one day, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, he lit the big one," you know? 'Cause it's a career killer. But some shit, and I'm trying to kill my career a lot later. But some shit you can hold on to, you know. So you're like, "Oh, I'll tell that later." Some shit you gotta wait till some people pass away and stuff, because the stories aren't necessarily just yours. But I've never really felt any repercussions. I mean, maybe there have been some, and I've not felt them. Like, I'm sure there are people out there that are like, fuck him. Like, look, I happen to know for a fact that with Red State, when I was on stage in Sundance going like, hey man, we're going to take this out ourselves. I said a bunch of shit. One of the things I said was about Lionsgate. And I said, Lionsgate. Take, for example, Lionsgate. Like, they market, you know, $20 million every movie. That's their minimum. It's called Lionsgate 20, blah, blah, blah. And I was using them as a positive example to say, like, out of all the people that market movies, these cats spend the absolute least. But even if I went with them, that would still mean that I would have to make it a ridiculous amount of money to make my little $5 million movie profit again. So when I said that, I thought it was kind of clear. I thought people got it and shit. Then I heard fucking 2 weeks later, like, the dude that heads up Lionsgate wants your fucking head. And I was like, why? And he was just like, because he heard you busted on the Lionsgate 20 and shit. He said, you'll never work at Lionsgate again. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. He misunderstood me. That's not what I meant. Didn't matter. Lionsgate put the movie out on DVD and shit. So as mad as he was like, can I make money? No. Yeah. So sometimes you piss people off without even knowing it. And believe me, I'm sure there are a lot of people in the business that are just like, I don't like him. It's taken me time to like build up some goodwill amongst the fucking popular kids in that class, if you will. Like, honestly, Twitter's been a real big help in that. Up till that, like, even Affleck would be like, okay, if you make those little movies and stuff. But after Twitter, when you can actually put a number on, like, all these people like those little movies, suddenly people respect you just a little bit fucking more. So, oddly enough, you cats have given me nothing but fucking power in a powerless career. I thank you for that.
You favorited a couple of my tweets. I appreciate it.
I do. I sit there and read every tweet, and I love fucking Twitter.
Like, I took a picture of my phone that had like the favorited on there. But anyway, so what I wanted to ask is, I know that you guys do games on Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. Oh. My brother here is the most chauvinistic pig that you will ever meet in your life. If he could play that game that he doesn't know anything about,
right,
that'd be fantastic.
You mean the one we're not doing tonight? Right. So you guys are getting a Q&A instead of the other thing.
I got it. All right, that's cool too, man.
But boy, now we're never going to be able to finish this out. Everyone's going to be like, why don't you let us fuck, bitch? Pass the mic down to this kid. It's so sad. Nobody took the mic and was like, fart, and had it.
Fart!
Hi, how are you?
Good. Like Jason, tonight I decided to dress for the occasion. I wore my Westboro Dalek Church shirt.
Or jeans.
So, and jeans. But,
hard to see from here, sorry. These two lights are like...
Yeah, it has four Daleks on it.
You can't see, but she's totally...
But it has 4 Daleks on it with various signs like exterminate, God hates Time Lords, thank God for dead humans, and Earth is doomed.
Right on.
So I thought you'd like it. But my question is, I know you guys like to go to various conventions and you love going to Comic-Con. Would you ever consider coming to Dragon Con down in Atlanta?
Yeah, I was there back in '96 I went, before Chasing Amy came out. And it was a much smaller con back then, but I was there then. I haven't been back since. They've asked for the last few years, but the timing of it has been weird. We've been doing something else. But yeah, in a heartbeat, I'd go back there. It was kind of, they were nice people. But again, it was a long, long time ago.
Please come back when you can.
No.
Thank you.
No worries. Give it to that guy right there.
What's going on, dude?
Hey man, how are you?
Fantastic. Drove 2.5 hours to get here, so.
From where?
Cleveland.
From, where were we? I was in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, so I drove a lot fucking farther. Anyway, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, thank you. I got 2 questions. First one's kind of long, but it's you did Cacophony, and you said that you and Walt kind of were doing like a practice for a Batman story, and you said in the introduction that it wasn't going to be as perfect as you like it, but do you feel like you've accomplished that with the Widening series?
With Widening Gyre? Yeah, I love Widening Gyre, man. And Cacophony was really a rehearsal for it. We kind of, we'd never written a Batman story before, you'd never drawn one before. We kind of did our 3 issues, learned a bunch doing it, and it was just laying the groundwork for what would become Widening Gyre, which is done. It's not finished being drawn. The issues are written. Walt has drawn 3 of the next 6. He's on 4 now. But it all got put aside because comic book men happened. Like all of a sudden Walt was working. I remember literally talking to Walt on the phone. I called him up at the store and he was going like, did you see the page? And he was talking about a page from issue 2 of the 2nd cycle of Widening Gyre. So I was like, I did, it's awesome, but that's not why I called you. He goes, what'd you call for it? And I was like, you'll never fucking believe this one, man, but just give me a chance and listen and please don't judge too harshly. Bear with me. He goes, okay. I said, AMC called, and there's a good chance that they want to do a reality show at the secret click, and the phone hung up. And I fucking called him back. I was like, dude, why'd you hang up? He goes, I don't want anything to do with this, man. I don't want nothing to do with this. And he was like, why? He's like, I don't want to fucking do a reality show here in the store. And I goes, why? He goes, because who wants to be fucking Snooki, not me. I said, dude, everyone wants to be Snooki, man. She made a lot of money last year. He goes, I don't want to do it. And I said, well, think about this. We have a show. There'll be like a commercial for the fucking stash. People come into the store, and he likes that because he runs it like it's his own place and shit. One day he's going to buy it off me. So he was like, all right, you know what, fuck it. If it works as a commercial for the store, I'll fucking do it. He said, you got to convince Brian. I ain't doing it without Brian. So I called up Brian, and I was like, hey, man, there's a chance we can do a reality show set at the stash.